How will your ideas work in the real world? It's time to find out in the prototype stage. A prototype is a model of your design idea. It's something real that you can see, touch, and even use to find out if it helps solve your problem. You can prototype any kind of idea. For example, you can use paper, cardboard, and other classroom supplies to build a small-scale or even life-size model of an object you want to create. If you're designing a space, try moving things around in part of your classroom or another area and use signage and props to make your idea more real. If you want to create a program or a system, you might draw a cartoon to show how it works, or make signs or a diagram to explain each step in the process and the choices you would make along the way. And if you're designing an experience, you can act it out. These are just some of the ways you can prototype. It's also important to know that prototyping is something you do over and over. Your first prototypes will be things that you make quickly with materials that are easy to find. These are called rapid prototypes, and they aren't fancy at all. As you see how your ideas work, you'll make new and better versions of your prototypes. This cycle of learning and improving is called iteration, and it's an essential part of the design process. The team at Braintree Academy is excited about a lot of their ideas. They decided to combine ideas into 3 different design concepts and see what has the greatest impact. Their 3 concepts are creating varied classroom seating, making transition time more student-friendly, and creating a student lounge. The students begin by sketching and diagramming their ideas. This helps them work out missing details and also helps them identify what they need to create in their prototypes. After they finish drawing, they gather supplies and start prototyping. The team learned during research that students have different opinions about what kind of seating is most comfortable, so they coordinate with Mr. Zenley to test seating options by mocking up 3 seating areas in his room. In the front, they make a floor seating area with 2 yoga mats borrowed from the gym teacher. In the middle, they move the desk a bit so they can add a folding table Mr. Zenley brought in, which lets them offer 2 options for traditional seating. And then, in the back of the room, they create a standing desk area. One of the prototypes is a lectern they got permission to borrow from the auditorium. They make a second standing desk by removing the adjustable legs from one desk and then carefully and securely duct taping it to the top of an existing desk. Prototyping a more student-friendly transition time requires a lot of planning. The team has to figure out how it will work in a safe and orderly way. They need to present their new system to the principal and get permission, and they need to coordinate with teachers and the janitor. It helps that all their classrooms are grouped together on one hallway, and that their lockers and a set of bathrooms are in the same hallway. The team creates a diagram of their system, showing the actions people can take and choices they have, and they write out rules for how it will work. When the bell rings, students will have 3 options: walk straight to class, stop at their locker on the way to class, or go to the bathroom on the way to class. They can't go to their locker and the bathroom because there isn't enough time. If there's a line at the bathroom, students should just go to class and ask the teacher for a pass after the bell rings, as they normally do. Next, the team lays down colored tape on the hall floor to show that students should leave an open lane in front of the lockers instead of walking right along the walls like they normally do. Finally, they arrange for the janitor to unlock the bathrooms 10 minutes before the bell. The student lounge idea also requires special planning. There's a small room near Mr. Zenley's that used to be a parent center, but is now used for storage. The team asks the principal for permission to clean it out and try it as a student lounge. She's concerned about oversight and safety, so at first she says no. But the team comes back with a plan. Mr. Zenley volunteers to monitor the room, so it's only open during lunch. Students have to earn lounge privileges, and only 10 students can go at once. She agrees to let them try it for a few days with 5 students Mr. Zenley picks. The team isn't able to find places to put all the stuff from the room, so they have to leave some boxes stacked along the wall. It isn't pretty, but it's more peaceful than the cafeteria. They post rules for behavior expectations, hang colorful signs with inspiring quotes, and borrow a lamp and beanbag chair to make the space more inviting. Prototyping helps the team turn their ideas into things they can actually see, which is the first step towards learning how well their ideas might work. How will you bring your ideas to life through prototyping?